Hey, I'm Nadia Putri Prastika. I'm from class 1A ESP, and I'm going to tell you my past experience, especially with especially my childhood experience. I was born on Sidoarjo in small village, to be exact, in Wonowayu. There's a lot of fields in there. I always playing. I will sometimes I play in my grandpa's field, but not as often as I cycling around the village. I always cycling with my neighbor. Her name is Mbak Dewi, and also sometimes I always play with Mbak Risma. I cycling around the village with Mbak Dewi, but unfortunately, we are in trouble. We, um, we are fell from my bicycle. I was okay, but Mbak Dewi has a lot of what is that? It is their blood in her knee. So I went home to take Mbak Dewi in her place in her house and tell her parents that I was the one who caused this sin. But I was 5, okay, I was 5. So I tell her parents to not tell my father because my father is what is it? Is he just strict as hell. So I'm not. I was scared with my father. So they didn't tell my fathers about it, but they tell my grandpas. And then after that, not long after that, several months later, I was playing with Mbak Risma. We playing Barbie doll at my house. But when it comes to she wanted to go home, I prohibited her to go home. So she tried to lock the door, I know when she tries to get out from my house, get out from the door, I apa ya I make her finger in the middle of the door and just shut it close shut it close, and it's actually in the first that I am slammed the door. It caused her fingers had blood in here. Actually, I don't even remember that scene, but but she has blood in her fingers and her knuckles. I was scared, and my grandma is worried. It's worried sick about her, but I was just like crying at that time, and because uh, that was too apa ya too 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 yeah, it's not too parah apa sih too, yeah, it's too, yeah, I mean that's a lot of blood here. So they went to call my father, and Mbak Risma was going to the hospital with my father. And that time I was scared, of course. But after that scene I caused, I learned that I must have responsibility because I was um, I was afraid to take responsibility that day because I was 5 or around 6, but this time I'm growing up. Okay, that means I have responsibility to take. I have to be brave to take responsibilities and to be vocal to not avoid my fault, my mistake. I have to be brave enough to to say that it's my mistake. It's my mistake. Admit it my mistake. So I guess that's it. Thank you.